Yellowstone National Park has many claims to fame, including being America's original national park. Old Faithful has to be one of the many highlights here though, and this week we're checking it out for ourselves, along with the many other hydrothermal features found here at Upper Geyser Basin. Come join me. Unlike many geysers in the park, which erupt unpredictably and infrequently, Old Faithful erupts on average 20 times a day, and its blasts shoot up to 180 feet high, and they can last anywhere from half a minute to nearly 5 minutes at a time. The boardwalk to Old Faithful is an easy, gentle walk. Just be aware it can be a little slick after a fresh snow. Of course, one of the park's most famous geysers has to be Old Faithful. But with Yellowstone being home to more geysers than any place in the world, why is this geyser so popular? Well, it might just be in the name. Old Faithful erupts so reliably and so predictably. They happen so often and impressively that once you've seen it for yourself, you'll certainly understand the draw. Multiple boardwalks and paved trails trace over 4 miles of the Upper Geyser Basin, which contains several hot springs, and this area is home to the world's highest concentration of geysers. Over 250 can be found right here. If you want to avoid the crowds here, consider visiting early in the morning. And once you've enjoyed Old Faithful, make sure to continue along the path, not only to see more of the beautiful hydrothermal pools, geysers, and mud pots, but also because the further you go, the less people there are. And even though this is an easy and gentle trail, it's exciting to have it all to yourself. Of course, it should be a no-brainer to stay on the maintained trails here for safety. But just how hot do these vents get? Well, the water temperature at the vent of Old Faithful has been measured at over 200 degrees Fahrenheit and the steam at over 350 degrees. Also, scientists estimate that anywhere from 3,500 gallons to 8,500 gallons of water are expelled during each eruption, depending on the duration. The Daisy Geyser actually shoots at an angle, and on a windy day, the spray can produce a curtain of water at up to a 70-degree angle. It can shoot 75 feet high for 3 to 5 minutes here. Catching Daisy Geyser. Grotto Geyser is fascinating, even when it's not erupting, thanks to its multi-part cone. When the Grotto Geyser does blow, it's a lot of fun. The Geyser Hill area here is home to over 40 geysers, numerous vents, and pools. Punch Bowl Spring stands out as it's always bubbling at nearly 200 degrees. Spa Geyser sits on the path to Riverside Geyser. The Riverside Geyser sits on the bank of the Firehole River and it erupts every 6 or so hours. There is a water runoff at the edge of the cone for about an hour before each eruption, and the eruptions can shoot up to 75 feet high for nearly 20 minutes. Looks like I missed out this morning, but it's still beautiful to see the river here. You'll want to give yourself plenty of time on this trail. There are so many unnamed and named geysers along the way, like little fan geyser right here. Many consider Morning Glory Pool to be one of the most beautiful hot springs in the entire park, named for its remarkable likeness to its namesake flower. Over the past 5 decades, the bright blue color has shifted and the outer ring has grown very yellow and orange. Unfortunately, this is not just a natural change, but after years of people throwing coins and trash and rocks into the pool, the vent has actually become partially clogged, changing the water temperature, which allows the yellow and the orange bacteria to spread. It's a colorful reminder of how fragile nature can be and how our actions can have such an impact on these beautiful places. Oblong Geyser is named for its shape, of course. Chromatic Pool is small, but it still packs a powerful color punch with the beautiful blue in the center. Beauty Pool is located just next to Chromatic Pool, and the color in the center is a richer, deeper blue here. Castle Geyser only erupts twice a day, but it's believed to be one of the oldest geysers in the whole basin. And Grand Geyser is located just near Castle. It's the tallest predictable geyser in the world. And Grand Geyser can reach heights of over 200 feet with eruptions lasting 10 minutes. While this only happens once or twice a day, people wait for hours to enjoy it. You won't want to miss this spot. You never know when you might catch an unexpected show here. Beehive Geyser looks like it's just about to go off in the distance. giant geyser is named for its 12-foot tall cone. And while its eruptions are infrequent and somewhat unpredictable, in fact, the last eruption happened in 2019, it can blast 250 feet into the sky at times. Whether you have the whole day to explore or just an hour or two, this area is a can't miss on any trip to Yellowstone. Just remember to stay on the marked trails and obey all the signs. Follow the leave no trace principles here to keep this place wild and beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me today in Yellowstone National Park. And for more information, see my full Upper Geyser Basin blog post at flyingdawnmarie.com. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. And until next week, I hope you find adventure and encouragement wherever you go. Bye.